what's going on, everyone? Xbox Ace here with you. Sea of Thieves Season 11 content video has just dropped from Rare. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a looky-loo to see what Season 11 is going to do. Is it going to bring people back? Is it going to keep people around? Let's go ahead and find out together. Here we go.
In Sea of Thieves Season 11, the waves of change are rolling across the seas. With a whole new way to embark on voyages, tall tales and more, the fantastical pirate sandbox of Sea of Thieves is at your fingertips like never before. This fundamental change to how you play Sea of Thieves also brings with it...
Alright, so right away I'm seeing a HUD change. Absolutely a HUD change, breaking it down into the different factions. Let's go back real quick. So you got Discover, Voyages, Tall Tales, Liked Voyages. Liked Voyages. Interesting.
This fundamental...
So there's Gold Hoarders, Buried Treasure, Riddle, Treasure Vault. Okay.
change to how you...
Order of Souls.
You play Sea of Thieves.
Merchant. Cargo Run. Cargo Run is Medley. That's new. Raid Voyages. Oh, that's where I think they give you things to do, and it's only going to be treasure from that faction instead of it being a big mix.
Also brings with it a treasure trove of new rewards, new loot to discover.
All right, let's take a look here. Those are new treasure chests, new skulls. The plants are normally, what, green, right? So those are new color. The rum bottles are new color. So that looks like an overhaul of the color of treasure.
And major changes to trading company progression. So hold tight.
Okay, so I think they get into that later, but the ship captains
discover and major
where it this is Gold Hoarder
changes to
Order Souls,
trading company progression,
Merchant. So I didn't see a Reaper though.
Hold tight as we set a course to discover all of the incredible new features of Sea of Thieves Season 11.
Going down.
Season 11 introduces a new way to play Sea of Thieves, with a complete overhaul to how you begin your adventures. Using the quest table and our newly redesigned menu, you'll be able to select the voyage or tall tale that you want to embark on.
All right, now, previously you had to buy them and then put them down on the table. Now it looks like you access it through the table, not maybe having to do that.
And then either sail or dive straight to it. Diving will see you briefly travel below the waves before surfacing right next to where you need to be.
Oh, fast travel has entered the chat. No kidding. No kidding. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
This allows you and your crew to start the exact experiences that you want to play and get to them quicker than ever before. The new quest table menu has been designed to showcase the best of what Sea of Thieves has to offer, and this begins with the Discover tab. This will be tailored to your progression, highlighting recently unlocked voyages or explaining how to achieve the next step on your journey to Pirate Legend. It'll offer suggestions.
It definitely seems like there's some hand-holding. Not that that's a bad thing, but it seems like there's an intentional outreach to players that don't understand, which I think is fine. I've been playing since the beginning, the beta, so I've got my arms around how Sea of Thieves works. But man, there's been a couple times when I've tried to tell people how it works. It's really hard to start from the beginning and try to give like a 101.
Suggestions for what sort of voyage you could do next, and it'll even show what time-limited community events are currently active. No more missed golden glories. The quest table menu will also show you which voyages you can embark on for each of the trading companies. These voyages will be available at any time, so if you just want to go on a short buried treasure voyage, it'll always be there. And for the first time ever, completing a voyage will see you immediately rewarded with a small portion of the reputation that you'd normally receive for cashing your loot in at an outpost. This means that even if you choose to dive to another voyage or log off for the night, you'll still earn something for your efforts.
I mean, okay. I don't know that that's anything to write home about, but...
And speaking of trading company reputation, you can now work your way up beyond level 75 in most of the companies, all the way to level 100, where you'll earn a distinction for your efforts. As well as unlocking an exciting selection of new rewards along the way, earning a distinction will unlock rings for your pirate.
All right, I gotta say this. These trinkets are so expensive. If you have not looked into how much money you can spend on trinkets, oh my god.
Along the way, earning a distinction will unlock rings for your pirate. And earning further distinctions will allow you to festoon your fingers with even more polished projections of your piratical prowess.
Oh man, who's not gonna go buy Jack Sparrow and just load up on rings now? The appearance.
Trading company voyages have been rebalanced to be more rewarding than ever, with loot that's exclusive to the Voyages. These loot types won't be found anywhere else in the Sea of Thieves. And cashing this loot in will work towards unlocking the Cartographer's Pistol and Blunderbuss. Emergent treasures like those found in shipwrecks or from message and bottle voyages have had a refresh as well. These new kingly treasures are worth a pretty penny, and seeking them out
All right, they're calling them kingly treasures. Interesting.
is definitely worth your while, as each treasure returned to the trading companies will get you one step closer to unlocking the Cartographer's Cutlass and Eye of Reach.
I mean, let me know in the comments. Does this motivate anybody? Really doesn't me.
While you now won't need to purchase your voyages from the trading company representatives on the outposts, you'll still need to visit them to purchase your next promotion for the company. While you're here, you can visit a new, more unified trading company store, which brings all of the themed cosmetics for that trading company into one place.
Okay, now, if there's been an Achilles heel to this game, it's the inventory management and things just all over the place and finding them. So I appreciate the effort they're making.
As well as diving to voyages and tall tales, as you grow your reputation for the trading companies, you'll unlock the ability to dive to specific world events. From shrines and sea forts, to ghost fleet battles, and Ashen Winds encounters. These will unlock as you progress through the ranks of the trading companies, so you'll gradually be able to take on the world event of your choosing on demand. You'll be doing these raid voyages on behalf of the trading companies, so all of the loot that you earn will be related to that trading company. And for the captains of the Sea of Thieves, as you progress with the trading companies, you can net some fancy themed
there's the Reaper. Okay, I was wondering.
ship crests too.
And Athena. Okay.
A word of caution though. While you can go on your merry way diving between voyages, tall tales and world events, any loot that you have on board will be left behind when you do so. So before you dive, you'd better take your precious haul back to an outpost, or it'll be forever lost to the sea.
So if you think that you're going to be able to fast travel to get away from people and keep your treasure, right? If I'm hunting you down and you go diving, I get your treasure. Okay. I respect that. It's no different than if you dive to do the PvP. Now, I would like to see, I don't know if they're going to bring it up or not, but you get clan rep for doing the Song of Siren, right? That's been kind of a dud, even though I've gotten all 30. I thought the voyages were great, but interesting.
For players who are new to the game, or if you're a salty sea dog who wants a reminder of the basics, there are new tutorials for each of the trading companies. The Pirate Lord will explain the new quest table menu and guide you through the ins and outs of each voyage type. And if you ever want to experience these again, they are now replayable through the quest table. And of course, with the launch of Season 11, there's another 100 levels of stunning rewards to unlock, including the Cunning Serpent clothing set, the Swift-Winged Wayfarer makeup and...
Oh, look at that. Like a Medusa hairdo. Oh, Oh, that's creepy.
Tattoo, and the Swift-Winged Wayfarer ship set. Pirate Legends can also indulge in a little cosplay with Belle's mysterious dress and Briggs's weather-beaten gloves. There are new emissary rewards too, with some rather fetching lanterns and speaking trumpets. And if you're browsing the Outpost stores, you'll find the newly added Maestro clothing set, the ideal get-up for melodically minded marauders. There's also a brand new Plunder Pass, available as an optional purchase, where you can earn some dazzling premium items, including the Well-Traveled Trader clothing and the Well-Traveled Trader Collector's ship set. And over in the Pirate Emporium,
I like that figurehead.
And the Well-Traveled...
Look at that figurehead. I don't know that any other parts of this really do anything for me. Maybe the cannons, but that figurehead's cool. I like it.
Trader Collector's ship set. And over in the Pirate Emporium, we've got the Boar Hunter ship set.
They want real money for that. Okay.
Weapon set. And clothing. You can also start your journey to peak physical pirate perfection with the new Exercise Emote Bundle. And you can celebrate the start of a new year with the Collector's Lunar Festival Dragon Sails and Figurehead. Plus, you can grab the Paradise Garden Eye of Reach for free. With the new features added in Season 11, you now have more control over each session of Sea of Thieves. So get ready to explore the seas the way that you want to, and dive into a rebalanced and more rewarding experience with Sea of Thieves Season 11.
Okay, so what I'm hearing them say is take more control. Take more control of your experience. So not only did they go from everything being PvE and PvP to high seas and safer seas, so you can take more control. You don't have to deal with people coming and messing with you. Now you can take even more control. So it makes me wonder the end goal, who they're listening to, where they got these ideas from to do so, which is fascinating to me. So I'm just trying to think here. Season 11. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I'm a big proponent that this game needs an overhaul. It needs a new world. If you look at what Star Citizen is doing, they are working on server meshing. So you can have essentially each ship in the universe is its own server, and it meshes in one universe. So you are no longer limited by, oh, I can only have 5 or 6 ships. I can only have 100 in Star Citizen. Sea of Thieves, imagine if Rare, you guys utilized server meshing and you could throw more and more ships on servers. But yeah, we need a new world. It's going on 6 years. It's time for new. They can continue milking this as much as they want. This update seems interesting. I like the fast travel. That'll save a lot of time, especially if you're just trying to get to somewhere and mess with people. So I'm still an adventure PvP player at heart. So we'll see how this gels. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for coming out. Please like and subscribe to the video. Helps us small time streamers and video dudes and dudettes grow. We appreciate you. And I'll see you guys on the high seas. This is Gamer Ace T saying, I'm out.